So, last session, having made it back to the capital of Sirius and finding the kidnappers and dealing with them, Neildir got a chance to meet with his old friend that, to him, it was only a few days since he last saw him, but it was roughly 1,000 years since the Emperor had seen his old friend, so got to do some connecting with him, as well as the young, well, at his time, young dragon, but now fully grown ancient dragon of Silo. Got to do some catching up as well. Have some good quality time. Learned from the Emperor that something was doing something to the town's water supply deep in the Underdark, beneath the continent. Which the Emperor tasked them with going down to investigate before, so it doesn't have any harm come to the citizens or ruin the water supply. Giving them a day or so to relax a bit while I keep saying king, the Emperor works up some supplies for them to help aid them in their quest. Go down there before they decide which way to go. So, we're gonna start this out, and Victor, you wake up in the dreamscape of your sword's realm again.
And Victor will just groan. So he wakes up, cracks his back.
You don't
Oh, wait,
see
we're
the
here.
avatar of your sword's consciousness anywhere in there right now.
Okay, that's weird.
But you hear him, like, low-key laughing off in the distance, like,
Hey, hey, Mayhem, how you doing? Yeah, doing all right?
oh, the other last night, the way you let me savor that guy was fun. Do we get to do that again?
Absolutely. Just it may be a while. Not sure.
So we get to kill them in cold blood. Oh, it powered me up so much better.
That wasn't so much cold blood, so much as they committed a kidnapping and were going to they were looking for how well, they had kidnapped a close friend and it needed to be dealt with. But
Okay,
not everyone decides to take the easy option to walk away. And you're just like, is Mayhem in physical walking distance, like physical arm distance, I
basically,
should
as
say?
you were saying that, he kind of like rose up through the ground.
Oh, there you are. I should say it's the weirdest thing that's happened to me, but at this point, no, that's a lie. So, buddy, how you doing?
Doing good. Do you need to change the ability I do?
Yeah, what are we doing right now? Cold?
I think you said cold, yeah, so you could right now swap it between that or acid.
Let's keep it cold for now. I I don't see a reason why it should need to change at the moment.
Okay, so I think I heard you talking with that king or emperor gentleman that you're going underground.
And Victor will just stretch back like, yeah. So, and so we'll probably find some more horrible monster gribbly things to have to cut down.
Ooh, ooh. Hopefully it can be something else I can absorb so I can get you more variety.
That's the plan. But hey, since we're talking, and Victor will just kind of look at him like right in the eyes, assuming I think he has eyes at this point.
You can, yeah, they're kind of more black. Like they don't have any, not black. They're red. Like they haven't given any specific color to them, like an albino would have.
Just kind of plink him in the head, like little flick. It's like, hey,
Hmm.
stay, stay, stay with me now. Just because it's because you got a taste for human blood doesn't mean we're gonna be just sucking people left and right. We're better than that. Everything is equal opportunity. Is what I'm saying, and not unless we're getting paid for it. But yeah, again, don't let power go to your head though. That's the other thing.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check here.
Oh, I haven't been doing a perception check in such a long time. Let's see what comes out.
Get. Ooh,
23.
Hmm.
It's like,
You're right. I'll try. That
hey,
was probably a situation of the time that we shouldn't. Killing in cold blood's not something we should do.
yeah, exactly. Hey, killing for the sake of killing is never turns out well. Also, I would rather you keep your wits about than revel in it. That's how bad things happen.
Yeah, you're right. I'm starting to. That reminded me of Shadow. I don't want to become like her.
Yeah, she's anything like her wielder. That's sounds like she's kind of a lot.
Well, if I
Like,
remember right, she wasn't her original wielder. There was someone before her that used the blade more. That kind of made the avatar like me for that particular weapon. Because if I remember right, Chaos said if you were to die, I would pass on to the next person to wield me, unchanged from how you left me.
interesting. Not that I plan on dying. At least not yet. I guess you tend to take on a bit of whoever wields you well for in a good long while. So
And
who was sister's previous wielder?
I think her mother, if I recall.
Hmm. I wonder what she picked up from her.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. I wasn't really. I was in that sewer. I didn't really have a form
Like
or true mind of my own at that point. I only picked that up through my creator since I started getting my power back to me after I was siphoned off the last time I was at full power.
hmm. And Victor will note that away that then and would just kind of like mumble to himself. Some memories related to power. Hmm. I'll have to keep that in mind.
And maybe my our traits kind of wear off on wielders that didn't create us or something. I don't know. My creator's kind of
Chaotic.
yes. Well, that word derived from his name. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's it. Everything I would expect him to be. Ma- Making all the sense and none of it all at the same time. Yeah. I'm more of a creature of habit. Yeah, for the most part. and just kind of gave like a sly wink.
He tries to wink
Anywho.
back, but he kind of he's like one eyelid's going faster than the other, but he just kind of closes them both. I still can't do that.
We'll have to. Don't worry, we'll work on it. By the way, well, by the by, hey, how? I know you said you were down in that sewer for a long time. Do you remember anything about your former wielder?
No.
Like just like even not even little tidbits.
Like I said, when our essence is drained to perform the ritual that all four of us are needed for, basically everything about us is reset to basically zero.
Hmm.
Remember nothing from before the time we were wielded before.
Hmm.
Basically a death and rebirth.
So it's just sounds like an endless cycle over and over again of killing, absorbing, uh, granting wishes, and back down. Sounds predictable, if in a chaotic way.
Well, when you get down to it, everything has to follow a pattern of some kind, even chaos.
So, I have a question then. Now, don't take me wrong, and don't read me wrong. It's not something that's exactly in my power. It's something I don't think I don't think it'll come up anytime soon. If someone wanted to break, like say, destroy, like say you, your sister, or any of your siblings, what would it take to do so? Like, would it be have to literally be a choice of your creator, father? You know what I'm getting at.
Probably it would take the act of a god to do it.
Hmm. Is that something you like, given the state of things?
Hmm.
Would you ever want that, a release from all this, or would simply not matter?
To me, it would not matter. As for what it would take, I honestly do not know. Probably information my creator kept out of our knowledge.
Hmm. Ah, well, it's not. I wouldn't think too hard about it. It was just past curiosity.
Anyway, it should be about time for you to wake up. As he says that, you awaken in your bed. Your dog, blanking your dog's name.
No.
Gnarl licking you in the face.
Oh.
And with that, can I have
Good one.
everyone else besides Victor roll initiative?
I'll
You
stop
don't
that
need to
count
click
as
on a token, just roll initiative.
I think this counts as a long rest, so I can reset
Yeah,
stats.
everyone did get a long rest too.
It's 20. That's 14.
Skull?
Yep.
Hildy, are you there?
$17.
Hildir, are you Bane? There?
God, he died.
Oh no.
We lost him. No, dear.
Great, I gotta find the fourth person to fill the slot now. So we'll go with, since he doesn't appear to be answering, let's just we'll go with Skull Smashers because he was the first person to wake up. Basically, you're at your house, wake up, what is your plan for the day? Because you were gonna all agree to meet at the Seven Sisters before you head out to get your supplies from the Emperor.
Um,
Did I lose you too, Skull? Because I'm not hearing you.
can you hear me?
Thanks, Mel.
Now I can.
I'm just trying to think out loud here. Just kind of get myself ready for the day. See if I can't get a meal quick. But if we're meeting all at Seven Sisters anyway, wouldn't have much planned except for just stretch and exercise, and then head on over. So I didn't need anything in particular. I'll just head over to the Seven Sisters.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Character go. Ten. 10.
Okay, yep. So when you were walking there, you thought you saw a man in some real elaborate looking plate mail that you'd never seen before, but in the crowd you kind of lose him again.
I continue to just kind of dwell on that for a little bit. Like, did I see what I think I saw? I continue.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive at the Seven Sisters here. Let me screen over to that. You. And you just see, you don't see Atlas in there of all for today. You see a couple of people just eating some food, and you see Thorope manning the bar this morning.
Hey, Strope, your father's not back yet?
Well,
Or Alex?
he's spending the day with the Elkione.
Oh, okay.
She needs some time to unwind.
Sure. I can believe it. How have you been?
I've been better.
Oh,
Well,
may I inquire?
stressed from the situation the other day.
Yeah.
But good enough that I can run the bar in my dad's place. What can I get you this morning?
I think we're just gonna go with the old hearty breakfast. Gonna be heading out here with the crew. So start me off with eggs, bacon, the good old hearty breakfast.
Typical, good hearty breakfast.
Yes, protein heavy.
Sadly we don't have any of the good fresh vegetables today, or fresh fruit or anything, because didn't get a chance to pick any of it, so I'll be back preparing for it, so.
Meat, protein.
Comes back out with a few seconds, plops it down. Hey, if you don't, fine, can you help me with something in back real quick?
So you need my help?
Yeah, just to move some stuff around.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure I got enough muscle.
Okay, she kind of leads you back here.
Fit myself right along the wall.
She did this after you were done eating, by the way.
Yep.
She asked you to kind of move some of these barrels around, and give me a strength check.
16.
Okay. Second here. Nildir, are you there? Are you back yet? Zane.
Killed the actual player.
One of them Zane's having audio.
Thought we lost him. Well, hopefully nothing bad happened.
I wonder if it's just audio problems.
If you can hear us, message in Discord. Well, it does say that he's away. He's got a little moon next to him.
Hmm.
He's just idle right now.
Okay, anyway, then we'll cut over to Lyric. You wake up and you're still staying at the dorm room at the college that you were staying in before.
Chime.
Wimpy, are you there?
I am here. I'm
Okay.
just thinking about what Lyric would be doing outside of her normal routine.
I have a hard time with that, my character.
It's not so much. It's like we're preparing to go do a mission, so it's just like, okay, well, I do prepare mission stuff, which is, do I have my water skin filled? Do I have food in case? She has her parasol. She has her equipment. She just kind of goes once over everything. She definitely seems, if I would describe her mood at the moment, she's a bit unsettled because of recent events. She's almost hoping things will calm down a little bit. So she's very she has a lot of trepidation right now. So she's more or less just kind of trying to find a nice little peaceful center to kind of get herself through the day.
You hear a knocking on your door.
It's just like, door's open. Waiting on that name.
Yeah, I can't seem to... I think I forgot to write this down in my notes.
Is it the girl that I helped, or is it...
It's the daughter of the butler. Thought I wrote it down in the thing here, but I...
The butler.
Oh, the butler from what's the name of the state?
Oh,
I know you're
Yvonne,
talking about.
there it is. Knocks on your door. She comes in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, she's... Okay.
The one that the father kind of was tricked into helping by threatening her, so...
Yeah.
Noticed you've been kind of off the last day or so, Lyric. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Just... things.
Yes, my father was telling me about how you kind of helped him out of a situation out in Regulus. Never got a chance to thank you for that.
It's no big deal.
I've noticed some guards behind my back the last few days because of it. A little weird, but well, I know it's for my own good, so.
Yeah, it's...
So you're guessing you're heading off another quest or something, it seems like, because you're get like this when you're about to leave.
Yeah, just gonna investigate something that's going on beneath the city. Something about the water sources for the city.
Now, I have been noticed there's a couple times for like a hour or so the water seems to just cut off.
Yeah, we're gonna see if it's just some natural clogging or if it's something more nefarious.
Let's just hope it's missed the clogging.
Yeah, I hope so too. Just a lot's been going on. Just weird things. Just I wanted a life of adventure, and just you don't think about how little you control when you do that.
Well, I guess you always have control, hopefully over doing it with some friends, right?
Yeah. But that also means you might be putting other people at risk if you become famous or infamous enough.
Well, hopefully I don't have any more targets on my back because I'm friends with you.
Yes,
And she kind of
let's
laughs
hope.
as she's saying that. Here, I've been meaning to give this to you. She kind of hands you a little bracelet.
Okay, what's it made out of?
Looks like it's just made out of basic steel, or real, like not that high end metal, but a basic one, just kind of like a looped ring that kind of in the clasp of it is a treble clef.
Ooh.
Been working on this in my downtime. Couldn't get any nice metal to make it out of, but he's got some practice if I ever get some silver or gold to make something real nice.
Lyric will clasp it onto her left wrist and just kind of, well, thanks. Kind of leans in, just kind of, does it do anything?
No, I'm not good at, I can't really enchant anything yet.
Ah. Well, it's still very much appreciated all the same.
Well, maybe it'll be a good luck charm for you.
Well, you know what they say, we make our own luck.
I gotta get to class still, so.
Alright, well, hopefully I won't be too long.
I know Osborne's a little persnickety if you get late someday, so. I'll be off. Have a nice trip. Be safe. As she kind of shuts the door behind you.
Try my best.
And do you head off to the Seven Sisters?
Yeah.
Okay. Dane, have you returned
Yep.
yet?
I'm here.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know where you were there, where you were, but where were you?
Sorry about
Who is
that. I
your
must have,
daddy and what does he do?
must have had a problem with my connection.
Well, at least you're alive, so.
Yeah.
You wake up in the bed you were given at the guild, the Canis Fortunae guild hall. You hear some rambling coming from the other room.
Okay.
As you walk out, you see a another Goliath kind of standing at a table talking to the hobgoblin, like drinking from a big mug. And then there's this giant bugbear of some kind. I couldn't quite make it out what it was, but I took my axe and I lopped its arm off. It was a great fight, I tell ya. Great fight. Yes, 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 and you got paid, correct? Well, of course I did, EX. Why'd you think I wouldn't? I did the job. I took care of the stuff. And where is the money? The money. Yes, the money, kind of fumbles around in her pockets. As you kind of walk in as they're going through this conversation.
Hmm.
As he's kind of waiting for her to respond. Oh, good morning, Mr. Neil Deer, EX says. How was your night's sleep? I trust the accommodations were to your liking?
Um, uh, yes, they were very nice.
Yeah, suppose you're... I got word from the Emperor about the new mission that Victor and his group are on. Were you going to accompany them in that, if I recall, correct?
Oh, yes.
I suppose I should add you to the payroll and all that then, as he's kind of writing stuff down. As you see the big Goliath drop a bag that goes like dingles, like coins on the table. There, I knew I had it on me someplace. I should have seen the look on that thing's face when its arm kind of got separated from its shoulder. It was priceless, I tell you. Priceless. Huh. As this female Goliath talking. You're the new guy, huh? Kind of leans down at you. You don't look so tough.
Well, looks can be deceiving.
True that, you do kind of look like the magic sort, so probably don't want to piss you off too bad. Gonna leans out to a handshake. No breaker. And your name is?
That's all.
Did we lose you again, Zane?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I just actually hit the button on my mic. It was, they're still talking to me, right?
Yeah, she gave you her name as Snowbreaker.
Neil, dear.
Well, nice to meet you, Neil dear. Hopefully I'll be actually get to work on a mission one day in the future. I know it's always nice to have a mage back up in some situations when there's other mages to deal with. Luckily, my next mission shouldn't have anything to deal with, right? Right, EX? Yeah. You need to go protect some merchant traveling from here over to, Altair. So be sure to dress properly for that trip. Nothing, want to be sun protection, but loose and airy so you don't get too hot, because it's desert and all that. So as to, Snowbreaker goes, now that was that to just Altair, or was they actually taking him all the way to Canopus? I can't remember. Give me a history check, Neil dear.
And deal. History. Oof.
Yeah, you know the name Altair. You remember that town where they were building that other giant fortress. But the name Canopus doesn't ring a bell to you.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, I gotta get prepared for my mission, so you should get prepared for yours, Neil dear. As she kind of chugs the last of her mug. Kind of walks out. Good luck! Kind of EX kind of rubs his temple. Ugh. They're good in a fight, but man, those Goliaths are hard to deal with sometimes. And we have two of them.
You can see how that can be a bit much.
And I never hit any of those in our old brigade, so new experience working with them. Anyway, you should, I know everyone should be converging at the Seven Sisters shortly. You'd meet them there.
Very well.
Okay, so yeah, a couple minutes later, you arrive at the Seven Sisters. You walk in, there is no one else there.
Hmm.
Well,
That's
no
weird.
no one's behind the bar. You see a couple of customers eating at the tables.
Okay. Yes, we could just tell him he's in it to wait.
Although you hear some noises coming from the kitchen, so there's obviously someone back there, but they're just not on the floor at the moment. So you went inside.
Alright.
The door opens behind you, and you see a guy with a lute on his back walk in. Ah, I believe the owner told me I could start performing today. Ah. Ah. Greetings, my good. Elf or half-elf?
Half.
Half, Kind of shakes your hand. I am the traveling bard. You may call me, Hans Klingefoot. How goes it today, my good sir?
Busy, busy is always very busy.
Ah, well, you seem to be new in town, and I don't mind, having a request for a song before I begin.
None that come to mind.
Hmm. Very well, as he kind of goes up to here, breaks out his lute, strums it. Little out of tune. As he starts wailing out the most horrendous performance you have ever heard in your life. About this time, you walk in, Lyric.
Oh God, what is that awful racket?
He ignores you, but you recognize him the moment you walk in.
Is that who I think it is?
That is who you think it is.
Oh God. She just lets out the largest sigh.
Dildir, give me a con check.
Hmm.
Lyric's just gonna raise up her fingers, snap, and she's gonna cast that just right on his lute.
That's a large 20-foot radius.
That is 22.
Okay, so yeah, your ears aren't bleeding from hearing him play. That was just going to be played up for jokes, but you're
okay,
you have some tinnitus going on.
Lyric fixed it by just silencing his lute.
One of the patrons is clapping once that silence goes off, and throws you a gold coin.
She just looks at the gold coin, just stares at him. That's it? That's all I get for doing that? That is the biggest
As you hear
favor
stomping
I've done
coming
for
from the
all
back
of
room. You see a Sterope come out. God, I did agree he could play today. Thank God Navi's not here. Oh. As you see
Lyric
Mountain
just
Blood
looks
come
at
carrying
Sterope.
a keg. You can come from the back carrying a keg now, Mountain Blood. Thank you. You can put it behind the counter, Mountain Blood.
Oh, can't wait to have that later.
She kind of nudges you in the shoulder. No sense you can't have one right now.
Lyric's just gonna walk up to Harold and just be like, just like pantomime, hand me over the loot.
Oh yeah, I said Hans. I meant Harold. I said his name wrong. That was my fault. His name's Harold, not Hans.
I said Harold.
Yeah, I introduced him wrong to Nildir.
Oh, okay. Lyrics is gonna pantomime, hand me over the loot, I'll fix it for you. Does it appear that he has any other instruments on him?
Only this lute.
Okay, I'm gonna try and persuade him to hand me over the loot. That's a 12.
You see his lips flapping, but no sound comes out of them.
Fuck it, Lyric's just gonna take the loot and just start breaking it.
Okay, let me check something on this loot here quick.
And Mountain Blood's only been slowly sipping out of the keg as he was carrying it forward.
You cast
Lyric
silence.
said
He
no.
was still under the silence.
Yes, that's why she was pantomiming, hand me over the loot, but if he's not paying attention, which would make sense for Harold, she's just gonna take it by force.
Yep. Oh, I mean,
Okay, make an attack roll.
With
Your strength based off that.
okay. That's an 18.
And what were you hitting this thing against?
I just the ground, anything I can bash it with.
Okay,
that
so
way
now there is a break in the floorboard where you hit it. Loot
Go
is
into the loot.
unharmed.
She's gonna look at Harold. Just like give him the curious.
Or it's not a lute, it's a
eyebrow look.
mandolin. Sorry, that was my fault. The mandolin.
The mandolin.
Yeah.
She's gonna look at the mandolin. Just look at Harold. She's gonna drop the concentration on silence. Just look at him. Where did you get this instrument?
It was a hand-me-down in my family. Now, if you'd please give it back to me before you hurt yourself with it.
I will give it back once you agree to stop your performance in this bar and never perform here again. She'll just kind of like grab him by the shirt. You're in my territory.
Okay, roll for persuasion.
No, she's intimidating the hell out of him.
Okay, intimidation then.
Mountain Blood is watching in amusement.
That's a 13.
He kind of takes his hand to the lute. Please give me the lute, or you hurt yourself, my lady.
What does it do?
It doesn't like people who aren't attuned to it playing it.
I'm not going to play it.
Even just plucking a string will do that. Please let go of it.
She'll just hand it back to him, and she'll just like point to the door.
You hear Steropia go, Lyric, I did agree to let him play here today. I'm sorry, I was kind of in the mix-up with my sister the other day. Just deal with it for a bit, please.
Lyric will look at him. Alright, this sounds like we need a battle of the Bards now. And she pulls out her loot.
Save it for the evening. Save it for the evening.
He kind of
What?
looks at it. Oh, I never thought I'd see another one of these in my day. Give me an investigation check on that loot. No, his mandolin, quick.
That's 17.
Yeah, now that you get a closer look at it, now you're thinking it seems to be of the same kind of make of your what did I give you again? Your lyre.
Yes.
So you also have come into possession one of the great bard instruments, huh?
She looks at him. What will it take to get you to leave this bar?
Well, you could pay me for my performance for the day. Or we can do your bard off if you'd like.
She's just ready to go.
About this time you're gonna walk in, Victor.
Did Victor hear the cat? Hear the screeching and caterwauling from down the road? Like, I wonder
Well,
who
you heard
that
a
could
bunch
be.
of cats screeching like that when he started performing, but you didn't hear his actual performance.
Oh, because Victor's going to walk into the door, walk through the door, take one look, and like, nope, I'm gonna go. Now's a good time to go shopping, and he's just gonna walk the other way. Don't need to be dealing with this today.
Okay, so yeah, well, you agree to the performance, or do you want to just pay him off? Lyric.
Performing. I'm not paying this bum a cent.
Okay. Roll for performance.
Instrumental or just straight performance?
Instrument, because you are using your instrument.
All right, that'll be. That's a 16.
Okay, so what song do you wish to play?
Oh, she's playing Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you play the original version, he plays the Guitar Hero version in front of you. As for some odd reason, he seems to actually be able to play all of a sudden. He's not singing, thankfully, but he's playing really well.
Can I make some sort of check to see if he's playing well because of the instrument he's using?
Give me an Arcana or Religion check of your choice.
Okay. I forgot I actually have all my dice today. Unfortunately for him, that is a 28 on Arcana.
Some kind of magical force seems to be intertwining or intervening at this point. That's beyond your ability to comprehend. Like some kind of...
She looks at him deadpan and be like, "You're cheating. You're cheating. The whole time you've been cheating."
Kind of looks a little dumbfounded once you, Darren. Eating? How? I'm just playing my mandolin.
Your mandolin is playing you.
No, it wasn't the mandolin. It was on his body.
It was on his body. Okay.
Yes.
Something is playing you.
It always seems like when I'm in... something could go bad for me. If it's not like a super detriment to me, it always does. When it could go real bad for me, it's like... the god of luck says no. I don't want something this bad to happen to you. He lets it go through. As best I can.
The god of luck. What do I know about the god of luck?
You know his name is, Regulus, well, actually, no. Roll, you know the god of luck is named Regulus. But, roll, religion check if you want to remember more.
That was an 8.
8? Yeah, you know his name's, Regulus Galileo, but that's all you really know because you're not a religious type.
Galileo Figaro. I've on that. I'll follow that for a while.
She's gonna look at him because she's very curious about all of this power that he's gotten, and she's gonna pop a zone of truth and just ask him again, "Where did you get that instrument?"
It's a family hand-me-down. He's telling the truth. It's a family heirloom.
She just kind of looks at him. Just be like, "I'm going to say this because I like to think of myself as a kind person. You're messing with things that may be beyond your scope. I would take your family heirloom and take it to the Bards College to have it fully investigated. And then I would ask about this Regulus that is watching over you when things seem to be turning sour for you.
Okay, maybe that'd actually be better to ask at the Optimus Maximus, but see about that.
Or ask wherever. You should ask people who might know something about it. Because it could be very dangerous. Okay?
I don't know, I've never really been in danger that I can remember.
Well,
Maybe
guess
I've gotten
what?
into some bad situation, but I always seem to get my way out of it.
Is Harold a halfling?
No, he's human.
He's human, okay. You can't
What?
go around your whole life hoping dumb luck is going to save you. You should find out what is influencing all of your circumstances, especially if it's in regards to the controls of a god.
Okay, so, who won our little contest?
Sheila, you can stay here and play. I'm done dealing with you today. Just gonna walk away.
You do notice there's like 10 gold coins on the floor.
She'll leave it to Harold.
He picks them up and kind of puts them into a little, hat or thing he has to collect money. And keeps playing.
Did I notice anything interesting while I was watching that whole thing go down?
You can give me a religion check as well.
$24.
Yeah, there's something about that that's... You've seen God's curses on people before. This seems like one of them.
Hmm. Interessante.
You can also tell this guy seems kind of like an asshole.
Yeah. Well, cool.
So about this time, Victor, you walk back in, because you hear the music seems to have died down.
So now that's over. Hey, Nildir, how you doing? Hey, he's just gonna go around. I want to say hello to everybody. Nildir, Lyric, Mountain Blood, Strope, Bread and Bar patrons.
Do I get a greetings too? Harold kind of blurts out as he's playing.
Fans, are you gonna make my ears bleed today?
Why would I make your ears bleed?
Don't worry about it. So, how was Fui Fui? I thought you were still on that island.
That was quite the adventure. I got off. What happened? I got caught in some weird traps for like animals out in the woods. That was interesting. But then a nice young lady came along and helped me out and got me on a ship back to the mainland.
Oh, isn't that just sweet? So, who was?
Well, that
who
trip
was
was much smaller boat, so
Oh, question.
I think I
Who was
threw up
the-
more than I ate on that trip.
Well, you know how tropical fruits are, and meats are very, very delicious, very wonderful. Not quite kind of the stomach if you are prepared. Who was the savior to be? kind of leans forward with a smile. Come on,
Thank you for having to have to name a character that I didn't have planned to name for.
Oh, I found it. Found the random NPC that wasn't planned for today. We did, everybody. Oh, sorry, man. Tim G.
Yes, her name was Issa, if I recall, a young girl from a fishing village off in a port near where we arrived there. But alas, she was already betrothed, so I let her be.
Oh, it's a shame. Oh well, let's play fish in the sea, as the saying goes.
Don't remind me of fish. That's all I had on that trip home.
Actually, that might be. That actually might be something good for rations when we go down.
That were prepared in the weirdest of way. I think they were soaked in lye. It was almost like eating fish jello.
And Victor just kind of like scratch his chin a bit as he's looking up. Fish gel, like fish juice, but shit, gelatinous.
By the way, I'm describing lutefisk if anyone's curious.
I've never had it before, so this is all interesting. Also, Victor may or may not be trying to make him.
Make him what?
By constantly mentioning fish. He's just gonna constantly keep mentioning fish. And see if we can get him to gag.
He kind of runs off. And you hear a weird sound coming from outside.
All a day's work. It's been so long since I messed with that guy. I think Victor would at this point go up and request something to eat.
And as I told your friend Mountain Blood earlier, we don't have much today in the lines of stuff because Dad's not here to do a good chunk of the stuff, and couldn't get some of the fresh produce because of the situation with Elkione. That was
Elkione
job. She doesn't seem as shaken up about it as I think you think, but Dad's being a dad today and kind of doting on her a lot. So.
Oh, that was gonna be my second question. Well, it was a trying day, but good for her. I'm sure your father's relieved.
As she plops down a plate of bacon, eggs, nice little fresh biscuits. Well, and she's got some honey there. Still got some honey left over, so at least that's good and fresh.
He'll start eating, but not quite with two mouthfuls. He'll make sure he'll actually swallow and clean up before he asks. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any would be too much out of the way to ask for any spare rations, would you? Looking for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, I'll see what I can whip up for you here. It's kind of a little low on supplies right now due to I've already said it.
No worries. I know it's a bit on short notice.
As you're saying that, been a while since I've been in here. As a familiar voice echoes in the entryway.
Does Victor recognize? Victor recognize the name?
Victor and Mountain Blood recognize this guy. Did you meet Ingvar Lyric?
I want to say yes. When we were coming back into.
Oh yeah, she did meet him. Did you meet Ingvar Hildir?
I do not believe so.
Okay. Yeah. As you see, as it walks in the bar, a big hulking man that's got a bull helmet that's completely obstructing his face on him. Sorope kind of goes, evening, Ingvar. Haven't seen you in a while. I suppose Father's old brigade's doing good under you? As good as it could be, I guess. Your father really know how to whip the people in the shape better than I think I ever could. And again, he does have a lot more of a imposing presence on him. I'd hate to be on the end of his wrath, like someone was the other day. Everyone give me a perception check.
Perception, you say?
Nine.
20.
17.
So both Victor and Lyric notice that he's got a bag draped around his shoulder. He gotta go. So does anyone want to know why there was a guy throwing his guts up outside? Like, a lot?
It'll just chuckle. Nah, not really.
Because of his Sterope. You should probably have him clean that up. I wouldn't want to. Ugh. He kind of sighs. Harold is nothing but trouble. Why did I agree to him? Dad would have said no instantly.
Oh, I don't know. When I was calling back, I did hear some pretty good notes. It's not just and not just from any one particular player, so it can't have been all that bad.
Yeah, every once in a while the guy's got a stroke of luck seems to fall his way or something. I don't know. All I know is my uncle hates the guy, so I'm just glad he's on one of his trips right now. I don't think you've met their uncle, the Navi guy, have you, Lyric? I know you haven't, Nildir, but I can't remember. I think you've ever run into him, right? Lyric?
I don't remember.
I know you met him as, at least as, Eric. I don't think you met him with Lyric. I know you did meet him with, Gorin.
That sounds right.
Anyway, the Emperor sent me to give you your supplies for the trip, as he hands you a bag.
Mm.
Everything you need should be in there.
Victor will open up the bag, see, and expect the contents.
Let me double check something on this bag here, quick.
He's never told not to open the bag before. Like before getting there, so he's going to see. He wants to see what he has to pass out.
So basically, he handed you a bag of holding, by the way.
Ooh. I got one of those.
And there should be... That's not what I meant. Okay, never mind. There should be a new note in your journal.
There is.
Very cool.
That should be all the supplies the Emperor has procured for your journey. I personally think he went maybe a little overboard on the food, but yeah, who knows how long the journey's going to be.
Well, how long we'll be down there? I'm hoping for a quick trip, but you know, yeah, it'll be fine. Also, Victor returned back to Stropia, but never mind about the supplies. Looks like the Ember's got it covered.
Gives you the thumbs up. Perfect. Unity
Okay.
food, Ingvar, are you on duty? I'm on duty, so I can't stay and eat, so... I know we were able to get a few of the things you asked for. We couldn't locate the shield for you, Victor, or quite what the staff you were looking for, Mr. Nildir, but we got you a different one in its place. That hopefully you can make use of.
Yeah, well.
Which is just a, which one again? A staff of charming. Yeah, Victor, you got your Pearl of Power. Lyric, I rolled good for your Cloak of Protection. Mountain Blood, good for your Boots of Speed. And I didn't roll good on the Sentinel Shield or the Staff of Power. So,
That's a shame.
although I
Also,
did roll good for your supplies, which is a secret roll. I didn't tell you I was doing. So, why you have so many? Why you got the potions, the water, food, and the decanter of endless water.
So, Victor will obviously will take out his Pearl of Power, but then he'll pass over the supplies into Mountain Blood. Yeah, he's already got a bag holding. It might be good to split things up a bit. Like we'll go over as Victor.
Carry more anyway.
Yeah, we'll go over splitting everything else out later. Sure. Probably tonight, and I know, given the contents, we'll need some time to
I know
prepare.
The Emperor did want to meet with you before he go, but there has been, well, we'll just say, circumstances has arisen that he's not able to. Does apologize profusely.
And I'm assuming it can't be really talked about at the moment, can it?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Neil, dear, give me a history check. Or an intelligence check, whatever. Something to remember the past with you.
All right. History. Wow, 11.
Yeah, something about this doesn't seem right about him. But basically, if he gave you an order this well or this important, he'd want to see you off. Because he did that for the time crystal you were investigating before that went wrong.
Yeah.
Luckily, that was a low DC.
Yeah, Victor. Well, I'm pretty sure he can piece together what exactly is going on based on previous events. But
So
again,
there's something else I need to tell you as well about the name again because I list about the elf lady who brought in that was with the disappearances with her husband, the blob monster thing.
How's that been progressing?
Passed away on the trip over.
And Victor will actually be a little bit shocked by that. Like, huh.
Yeah, the
Like,
priest that like in the medics that checked her body couldn't explain it. It was like she just gave up on life.
Sounds like she lost the will to live. Or it was a curse. Either way.
Well, you did technically kill her husband.
I mean, she's also was accountable for a dozen disappearances and murders along with her husband.
If
so
that was the actual amount, who knows what the actual total was, but
yeah. So forgive me if I'm not exactly going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, I don't blame you either. Glad you killed that guy. As he kind of laughs. Well,
yeah. Well, no good deed goes unpunished.
Got the daughter and grandson still under protective custody. So I don't know. I think he was saying maybe he'd want to work for you too. So if your group. So once his situation was that cleared, if you don't mind him joining your group as a member, I'm pretty sure he'd like to do that.
Tell him he's very much Moko. I'm sure. Not sure. I'm just trying to think back how capable it was. Like, I know EX probably can use a spare set of hands around the place, amongst other things.
Above game, he's level 4, just give you a heads up.
Yeah, Victor's also thinking administrative. Like, a lot's on EX is handling a lot, considering Victor keeps going out on missions, so and earning the pay. So yeah, an extra pair of administrative hands would probably be required. At
And
this
your
point.
other your group members are a battle crazed Goliath and Electra.
Yeah.
You know how her penchant for sneaking up behind people are. Right?
No, Victor's just thinking like Victor's just kind of looking around upon thinking that more like that would be good. That would probably be obviously a good time for her to sneak up on me. It's just looking around like, Anyway, hey, I'll check in for her later. Otherwise, if that's all, I think we're good. We'll pretty much get ourselves prepared tonight and be heading out in the morning.
So yeah, I know you were thinking of which way you were gonna take the main route through Polaris, or were you thinking of another way to get into the underground area?
I honestly forget, but I think someone came up with like there was another way in that we were gonna try.
Yeah, I believe there was a cave someone thought was a place to go between here and Polaris.
Yeah, so Victor would be aiming for that if it makes the trip a little shorter. Be a little quicker on the to get to the bottom of this.
I'd imagine it'd be quicker. I don't know if it's the safer path, but whatever you feel like doing is the best. I will leave that up to your discretion.
Oh, oh, another. I just blanked on my on my ex CEO's name.
On your what? Your
The
ex
gentleman
what's
before
name?
us. His ex commanding officer.
From the other brigade you did?
Yes, the Taurus Brigade.
Oh, Ingvar, the guy you're talking to.
Yes, his name just suddenly rushed out of my mind. So he'll mention to Ingvar, where's your sense of adventure? sometimes it's not always on the easily beaten path.
The road less traveled and all that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So they never gave a name to the mother from the that's still alive to that character. I'll have to think of one for that later, but we'll deal with that when that time comes.
Oh, by the way, the Orc brothers were brought in. Have we any changes with them, or they're still pretty much under protective custody?
Yeah, they're doing good. Greg, Grog, Grig, and Grug. I don't know. Kids seem to like them because they're nice around kids, so they get along with them good. So they're doing fine.
That's good to hear. What?
No, I have a strange feeling that the one that dealt with them might have been our little friend up in Regulus.
Yeah, I had the exact same thought.
Because they said there's a woman that matches around her age was the one that told them to do it.
She does seem to get around. I mean, then again, she does teleport, so I don't know. It can't be helped. Just need to keep a good eye and ear out.
Well, I do remember hearing that she was on a trip around that time too. So she was out of the city when you could have told the brothers to do their misinformed attack. But, well, so we can get a hold of on her name now. Wilhelmina, we'll never know.
Well, in other words, keep it a good working, Var. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this eventually. Just hopefully before without any more dangers rearing their ugly heads.
Very well. I need to head back to camp, or back to headquarters, so good luck on your journey, gentlemen. Iter ad Astra, as he salutes you as he walks out. As you hear him going.
With one handful of bread. Still munching away.
Hey, buddy. I heard that some of the help with his upset stomach, fish usually helps out with that. What did I say?
Oh.
As he kind of walks out, hear him walking off.
Sorry, I was playing. If I was a merciful man, I would honestly take pity on this man. Unfortunately, I go straight back to eating. Today's a good day.
You see, Sterope kind of go, should tell Uncle Navi that guy doesn't like fish. He might get a kick out of that.
How is your Uncle Navi, by the way? Haven't seen him in a while.
As far as I know, he's doing good. I think he was actually heading up north as well to Polaris the last time I talked to him, so maybe they'll run into him.
I do owe him another. Would love to get into another game with him.
Yeah, he does love his gambling.
Again, once again, where's gotta have a sense of adventure. Just kind of taps his as he's still eating away. He'll tap his head. I mean, don't we all?
So Sterope kind of looks over at you, Neil dear. Sorry, it's been a little hectic. I forgot to ask if you needed any food today.
No, I'm fine.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know. We still have drinks and stuff. Mountain Blood, you're on your second mug of ale.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Kind of looks at you. When did I serve you? Whatever.
You said it yourself I could have some.
You're right. I did.
Hey, don't hog it. Hey, share with the class. Hold on this flask.
Did you have to haul this from the back? No, I don't think so. But you'll
No,
get
I
half.
will, but I will be paying
Half.
for it. So
You'll get half.
you will fill this flask, good sir.
I'll fill it and drink it myself.
No, you will fill it because it's for the trip down.
You you hear
This keg is.
Sterope go, kind of pulls out a bottle. Here, let's give you the good stuff for this trip. You'll need it.
Why, thank you. Oh, wait, that's for him.
And what do I owe you for?
Consider it on the house for helping my sister. Pretty sure Dad won't complain. As you notice, this give me a investigation check on this bottle.
Investigation. Here I go investigating.
Mountain Blood, you can as well, because you're close enough.
19.
18.
Okay, yeah, you both notice this bottle is pretty old looking bottle. Like the label on it's really brown and starting to like mold around like a. Have you ever seen pictures of really old wine bottles? They have like the label partially falling off, kind of like partially disintegrated. The writing's all faded. You can make out the writing still. It's in Draconic of some kind. It smells a lot like get a lot of like cloves and stuff like smell off of it.
That sounds good.
Can either of you read Draconic?
I should do this properly.
I just looked. I'm like, nope.
Basically, he's got that helm of detect languages. Comprehend languages. There we go.
Okay, basically, in read it says, Dragon's Horde Reserve.
Ooh.
Aged whiskey.
He said it was the.
This distillery doesn't exist anymore, so enjoy it.
I'll make sure it doesn't go to waste.
You guys find something?
Yeah, I should say as well. It does say the Imperial Air, Imperial Year, bottled Imperial Year 598.
Fine. Can
So
Victor
it's
make
about a
history check?
400-year-old bottle of whiskey.
Victor is impressed. I didn't realize the old man was keeping something this good under the table. I would have to be locked up.
I just want a slight taste. That old.
It is 400 or 500 years old.
I said 598, so it's about 400 years old. So it's about 1,000, right?
I'm just gonna write down the year.
Can you imagine the potency?
Mm. And now it's just the full bottle, correct?
Your flask is full.
Ah,
There's
fair
enough in there for about a drink each. Like a neat glass of it. Or basically 4 shots of it. So.
yeah. Yeah, he won't drink. He won't gulp it down immediately. He's gonna tuck that well away because it's gonna. That's for a special occasion.
As far as I know, this was a bunch of gold-scaled dragons made this stuff out of a bunch of. Basically, it was done on near the sea, so you can get kind of a sense of the ocean taste out of it too. Then the distillery was burned down in a war around 600. The Imperial Year is 600, if I recall, is what my dad said. So this was one of the last bottles of an existence. So don't know how he got it. Probably a gift from the Emperor.
Yeah, that tracks. Like I said, I will make sure to save it for a special occasion. Otherwise, there's not much else to do other than maybe getting some generic kits for the supply bag. And that's like that. Oh wait, there was one other thing. What time is it right now?
10
Still in
a.m.
the morning. All right, so Victor, after finishing his meal, will get up. All right, I gotta stop by the blacksmith, see how that suit of armor's going. I would suggest if anyone has anything they need to do it today. Tomorrow we need to head out. It's, as I recall, the Emperor did say this we're on kind of a time crunch.
Yeah, is anyone going to go with Victor to the blacksmith?
Tag along just in case. Let's be there for security reasons.
And Victor will put down a about 5 gold coins just to make sure. Thanks for the meal and for anybody else wants before leaving. I usually don't know how much these sort of things go for off the top of my head, but
You're
it's
heading
just a matter
over
of,
to the Fornax then?
yes.
Oh, I believe have. Yep, I have it notated. It's right down over yonder. Who else was coming with?
I think just me.
Yeah.
Ildir and Lyric aren't coming along?
No, not for the moment.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive, you and Mountain Blood and Pupper arrive at the Fornax. And you see that Proven, the dwarf, kind of hammering away at looks like a helmet of some kind. Ah, morning to you, gentlemen. Ah, it's you.
Good morning.
I see you have returned. What can I do for you today?
Just coming to check to see how that request I put in is coming.
Ah, yes, the armor. It's I love to say it was done, but it's some material issues have come up, and I'm a little behind on some of the metal I need to make it, so it isn't ready at this time. I deeply apologize for you.
It's no worries. I'm not in a big rush. We'll be heading back out again soon anyway. So,
Ah,
like I said, can't rush perfection.
I wish everyone was as understanding as you were, my good sir. Anything else you need, but while you're here?
Is there anything else I need? Ah,
While Victor's trying to think over if he wants anything, I'm just gonna take a quick look around, see if I can spot the gentleman who I thought I saw earlier in the day. Just happens to be around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Or
Nope.
okay.
You don't see that ornately armored man around anywhere.
I'm just thinking about picking. He'll mention to the blacksmith. Thinking about for this trip, I might need a crossbow again, a heavy crossbow.
I got a few of them lying around. Some ammo.
And you wouldn't happen to have any. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't sell enchanted gear technically, unless that's the more of the mages quarter.
I get some traded in every now and then. I don't think I have any at the moment, fortunately.
Well, I'll go with the heavy crossbow and a heater shield if you have. If you
What
have
was
any
the
spares
second thing
left.
you cut out?
Basically a shield. He's requesting a heavy crossbow and ammo and a shield. You there?
Yeah, I'm just getting the prices for it.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that for you for about 70 gold.
In total.
Yes, for the crossbow, shield, and about 40 rounds of ammunition.
Works for me. Actually, I'm the. 1 second. Let me get my calculator out. I can find it. Eh. So it's 70 gold, correct?
Yes.
Victor would like to haggle this man by getting the price down, like maybe about another 5 more gold, 5 10.
Okay, roll persuasion.
No problem. And he will express it in the thought of it's like 70 gold sounds pretty fair, but I mean it's not where it's not like you have a looks outside like you don't have that many customers coming in. Besides, maybe if where we're going, maybe they'll find something worth your while. We're
Okay,
supposedly heading to the Underdark.
roll.
Yep. That is a 15.
Yeah, I suppose since I'm running late on your armor, I'll let it slide.
No, again, no worries. Figure I load the idea in case there's anything rare you're looking for. I might run across.
Yeah, if you find anything, bring it back up to me. I'll see if what I can do with it for you.
That's it. And anybody, there's not 5 or 10 gold off the price.
5.
5. All right. Deal. And Victor will pass out the 65 gold.
I have a heavy crossbow, a shield, and 40 shots for it. I'm assuming you're just plopping that heavy crossbow and the bolts into the bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay. So, Hildir and Lyric, what are you going to be doing with their time when they're doing that?
That is a good question.
Not sure, really.
Lyric would start walking the town, actually. She's gonna let Harold be Harold and just be like, alright, maybe a good stroll is what I need.
As you walk outside, you see a Harold still kind of hunched over behind a barrel, just going, "Was it done
Lyric's
yet?"
going to hit him square in the middle of his back as hard as she can.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's an 8.
As you kind of slap him on the back, it's like,
I would say, is that at advantage because he's technically prone?
no.
Okay.
He's probably double over.
Yeah, he's just hunched over. He's not prone. Oh, I appreciate the help, but I don't think that's gonna do it.
What's wrong? Can't handle a little bit of fish?
Blah, 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 blah. Please stop mentioning fish. Crap. Ah.
You don't need to be so crabby about it.
Never had crab.
So crustaceans don't do it for you, huh?
I guess.
Like, well, good luck to you, Harold.
Okay. You're just gonna walk around town?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
That's a 6.
6? Yeah, just town seems to be going about its business as normal. You see 2 kids kind of running around some of the areas in town. See merchants kind of hauling around their wares. See a few patrolling guards every now and then. They kind of give the little wave to you as you walk by because they recognize one of them as one of the guards that were at the gate of the castle the other day. Yeah, just nice day, peaceful day around city.
Let's see how she's feeling. Okay. It's not really helping her much. But just at least having some nice peace and quiet.
Give me another perception check.
That one's a natural 20.
Yeah, speaking of quiet, you don't... The water flow of the aqueducts where you are, it's quiet. There's no water flowing.
She's gonna look down there.
Well, they're kind of above you, so you can't really look down at them.
Okay. Is there any way up the aqueducts?
You can climb one.
Is there like a ladder, or is this gonna be brick and mortar climbing it?
Give me another perception check.
That one is also a natural 20.
Yeah, you see, looks like a maintenance kind of like indents where someone could climb up it.
Alright, she's just gonna go ahead and hop up and climb up into the aqueduct, I guess.
Yeah, you look in like the trough where the water would flow down when you get up there. It's damp, but there's no water flowing right now.
Can I see where the source of the water would be coming from on this one? Or, like, can I determine where if it's going to the center of the city, if it's going out?
You notice that looking at the kind of the plateau that the main castle's carved out of, there's no water flowing off the top of it like there normally is.
She's gonna go that way.
Keep in mind that's I'm gonna say you were here. So you have to go up to there.
That's fine.
Okay, so
If she can find something that might be helpful.
about 2 minutes walking towards it, the water starts to flow again.
How deep is it?
It's back to normal.
Okay, so is it like ankle, knee, waist?
Waist in the main, like the big aqueducts here, it's about waist deep. But like as it branches off into the smaller ones, it gets ankle deep before it kind of hits their end point before it goes to like baths, fountains, stuff like that.
She's just gonna be like, is there anything in the water, or is it just water?
Give me an Arcana check.
Let's see. That's that. That is a 21.
You sense the residual after effects of purify food and drink in the
Okay, so there's definitely not any poison or anything like that in the water. Any life at all, plant life or anything like that?
Not that you can tell, because I'm pretty sure at some point part of the aqueduct filters a lot of that out. Here, its main entry point into it.
Okay. She's just gonna be like, This is strange. For it to be so purified and I don't know what's going on with the water sources. Very weird. And she's gonna pull out her lyre and just strum it, and she's just gonna fly down.
So I'll say you were about here when it stopped, started flowing again. Give me a history check.
History check. That one is not as good. That's a 9.
You remember the Emperor saying about something that the clerics were working on this as well.
Clerics. Where would which clerics would he employ for such a task?
Give me an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence roll.
That one is a 19.
You're not sure off the top of your head, but maybe someone at the temple knows?
She's gonna go ahead and just kind of fly to the temple.
Okay, so yeah. Takes you about the full length of flight to get there, but you see a bunch of, like, citizens around, but you don't see many of the, like, priests or people around that you normally would when you've been by here before. But you do see the head priestess, the lady known as Ramiel, kind of walking around, like, talking with some younger kids. Ah, yes, my child, I know the goddess Selkie would be glad to offer your answer to your prayers to hope that your father makes it back from the trip overseas. As she kind of sees you kind of go up, oh, greetings, Miss Lyric. What brings you to our great temple today?
Just out of character, how does she know my name?
You don't know.
Just eyebrows and tilts her head. Yes, my, business associates and I are in charge of investigating the source of the water for the city, that comes through the aqueducts. We were told that the clergy here or the clerics here were also investigating it. I was just curious as to if there's anything you can share about what you guys have found.
Well, we haven't been investigating it. We've been dealing with the corruption that's been coming up through the lake at the top of the plateau.
Okay. What have you learned so far?
I know that's, like, best way to describe it, there's poisoned water coming up from its source underground. I know the Emperor has told me your group was in the process of doing it. He showed me pictures of the people that were off. He was sending off, which is how I knew your names, not to freak you out. He had told me that your people were off to the underground to deal with the part while our clerics keep the water purified as best as possible. I know we have to stop the flow city every now and then to do big groups of purification before we let the floodgates open back up.
So that would explain why the water suddenly dries up for a short period of time and comes back.
Yes. Make sure the water is safe, but it's been kicking up in ferocity the last few days, where we have to keep it off longer and longer to have purification done.
The nature of this poison, can you give a description of it?
Best I can describe it is
Like it's necrotic.
Oh, that would be the best way to describe it, but it's more not evil in a sense, just natural decay that's could be harmful to people.
Larry just kind of looks at her. Well, necrotic energies aren't necessarily evil. It's whom wields them that we can define as good or evil. After all, death is a natural state in life.
That is the All-Father's way, life and death, birth and rebirth.
So, what sort of effects have this decaying had on, like, the biology of what's in the lake?
Fish are dying that are up there. Basically, it's been making a few people in town sick, that some of the stuff that does unfortunately leak through.
Like, how are the fish dying? Are they just rotting? Is the flesh falling off of them? Or are they just turning upside down in the lake?
Turning upside down in the lake, and I know a few of them are rotting because that's when we find them, but luckily there's not too many fish up there, so
And I'm assuming through your investigation, you've tried to access any sort of corruption that is in the lake from the surface, which is why we're going down beneath it.
Yes, it comes up through fissures in the plateau that are too basically impassable to most, if not all, life, besides really small ones.
All right. Has there been anything unusual that also came up with it? Like, I know you found fish there, but has there been any new sort of organisms living in the lake? Fishermen caught something strange. Something came ashore.
People don't generally fish in that lake. It's off limits to the public.
Okay. But that sounds like there's at least people around the lake. Has anything come up that is unusual about the lake?
Not to my knowledge.
Hmm. All right, well, thanks. Just more information, the better. Just someone who might have seen it and read it, just giving us a little bit more detail is always helpful.
Yes,
All right,
and
well,
I pray for safe travels on your journey. I know May. Let me see which god she's worshiping today. May Hrisvilger make your journey a safe one.
and hopefully you guys find a little bit more and let us know something before we leave.
Yes, and oh, if you could tell your leader Victor that I know my temple has couple missions that we would like for him to do if he is interested once you're done with this one.
Okay, will do.
She kind of does a polite bow and walks off to talk to some other people that are coming to the area.
And Lyric will head back to the sisters.
Ildir, what are you up to? Broken mic again, it seems like. Are you there?
Still online, not away.
With us still, or did we lose you? Hello?
Wait, I saw a flicker. Might be having audio issues.
Yeah, then, so I guess we'll just go back to Victor. Would you like to do anything else before the day is done?
You would like to stop by the magic quarter of the like a mage shop and pick up a component pouch. But otherwise, that's about it. I don't know what. I'm sure I know he has his little his little gem. What was it? He's got a little ruby. He uses ruby crystal as his arcane focus, but it never hurts to be prepared. And he's gonna put gold. He's gonna put a gold amount just for material components. You never know. But otherwise, that's about it. Nothing special.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say you're able to get that done. As you're walking by the Seven Sisters again, you see Harold still kind of sitting out front of the thing, kind of leaned over, hunched over, still kind of holding his gut.
Hey, Harold. Still kind of feeling any better?
Why won't it stop?
Well, I'm gonna say. So, I expect it doesn't have that much heart to keep this poor man retch out his. But anyway, well, you know what to say. I got. Actually, no, I don't actually have a good quip for this. You might want to go home and get some soup, get something nice and strong, and keep it down. I heard bread works. You want something absorbent like that, or a grain.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I'll head back home.
I wonder, should I do a sleight of hand here? No, no, not today. Not today. So yeah, Victor's gonna go back in the 7 Sisters with his fancy new shield and crossbow.
You're not gonna do the thing you DM me for?
The character does. The character wants to, but the player doesn't have the heart. It's been a long day.
Okay.
Next time. Besides, it might. Let's see.
Dane, have you been able to get your stuff back up and working? Are you back, or
I'm here. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
anything you wish to do in the meantime? Then
I guess he's just gonna look around, kind of walk, do a little bit of exploring.
okay, yeah, give me a perception check.
22.
Okay, yeah. As you're walking around, you happen to see a man in really nice, elaborate, shiny armor asking around town looking for, asking questions about something. But trying to find this cave.
Hmm. I guess I'll approach him.
Ah, yes, my, friend. How may did you have need of the great Cassius, servant of the great god? I have the right one here. Great god Remus.
I hear you're looking for a cave. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, it's a cave that's supposed to lead underground. I've heard some dangerous creatures are, coming out of there that have been causing trouble for the locals, and I wish to help deal with them.
Hmm. Cave swarming with monsters, you don't say.
Yes, yes, it is quite the predicament for the locals of that area. I know it's somewhere north of here. I believe it's called Bloodletter Cave. Terrible, frightful name, but situation must be dealt with there. I've heard it's links to the underground as well. I think a local from one of the less reputable bars in town seemed to know where it was, but I'm not sure if I can trust that man. Said it was about 2 miles off the coast, off the road of the main road between here and Polaris, but
Hmm.
maybe he was telling the truth. I don't know what he would need to get from lying to me about it. Hmm.
Well, I wish you luck on your quest.
Yes, I pray that Remus will guide my hand to smite these wretched creatures from the face of this planet in his name. Anyway, my good sir, I must be off to complete my mission. Maybe run into each other again and Hope your
Awesome.
next journey is fraught with not fraught with peril.
Possibly.
Aha! I will be off then. As you kind of hear him kind of clanging around as he, this guy's in full plate. He's
Yeah.
loud.
Does that coincide to the what we were looking for?
Probably.
Oh, I will take that information and just kind of make a mental note of that as I look for the others because we were looking for some other way in.
Over the course of the day, you see kind of the same thing um, that Lyric did. You see the aqueducts shut off at that same around that same time, where the water stopped flowing. You see it kick back up. You saw someone flying through the air, kind of about in this area, heading over to the temple. Maybe you're just seeing things you don't know.
Hmm.
Any other particular place you'd like to check out?
Now we're just taking time before we go into the
Yes, you were going to head off tomorrow
we're
morning.
gonna have tomorrow. So we're just taking time and doing our own little things, right?
Yep.
I'd like to go back to the hall,
Yeah, guild hall.
the guild hall.
Okay, so yeah, you arrive back at the guild hall. You just see EX working away on some paperwork.
Excuse me.
Ah, yes, Mr. Neil Deer. Can I help you something?
Do you know if this place has a cellar or basement?
As far as I know, it's just the ground floor and the upstairs. But the
I
floor
kind of want
plan
to
we got
do.
from the place, the Emperor stuff said.
Hmm.
And to your
Well,
knowledge, when
mhm.
the blanking on his name again, Edwin had his lab here. There was no underground cellar,
Yeah.
as you remember either.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to figure out if there would be I'm looking for like hidden rooms that would still be left over from when he had his lab.
Actually, go over to that map then. Ignore the other people on here. I'm not going to take them off. Yeah, the only thing you'll remember is if you're looking at this map, the third floor was this area down to the south was hidden, but it's clearly known about now.
Uh, so there's nothing really in here that's hidden. It's just anything in here was removed.
Like it's got a different kind of wall pattern here too, because they like these walls right here weren't there originally. This was kind of a much smaller room, like one big main floor. The second floor was more divvied up, bordered off than it was. Then he had his like special secret stuff on the third floor. That was a hidden pathway that you couldn't get into without his knowledge before.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. I was gonna just kind of see if I could find anything left over from the lab, but I guess not.
Yeah, that's long since been removed.
Yeah, then that's all I needed to do.
Okay, so you're gonna head back to the bar where everyone's gonna meet up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not the one I go to. Everyone's back here. He is gone.
Excellent.
So you see, it's kind of packed for the evening. Kind of everyone's coming in for their meals here. One more player on here. See one of the others, the younger sisters, kind of going around taking people's orders. The Taigeta is here as well, along with Sterope. It's about 7 o'clock at night now. Remembered.
He's back.
I have background music for this.
Oh, that's nice. Hmm. I'm guessing everybody meets back up around the same time.
Yep.
Excellent. So, Victor will grab like the closest nearest open table.
I'd say it can be this one.
Yeah. And he will start. He will have Madame Blood bring up the bag of supplies, and he'll start digging up between the everyone's requested items. So I need to make sure everyone can add them to their inventories. I think it takes like a long rest to attune anyway for anyone who needs attunement.
See, we got Pearl of Power for Victor.
Yep. She would have already taken it already because he was very eager to get that one.
Cloak of Protection for Lyric. Got me a fancy pair of speedy boots.
While you guys are talking, I'll get them added to your characters quick.
I
Already
already
had
dropped
mine.
mine in.
I dropped mine in.
Alright.
You might have 2 of them, then lyrics. You can delete one of them.
It's like Staff of Charming. I don't know who wants to take the Superior Healing Potion, Greater Healing Potion.
Victor will take the Superior Healing Potion and I'll leave out the rest of the equipment for everybody else.
Pair of Water.
Do you guys need anything today? Tonight?
Ale. Ale.
Ale?
Ale.
Ale? You miss?
Orange juice.
Orange juice? Huh. Not seen you around, good sir. I'm Taigeta, one of the named members of the Seven Sisters. What can I get for you tonight?
Something light.
Something light? A nice white wine sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. And that goes back. Comes back a few minutes later. About a minute later. Here's your Ale Mountain Blood. Here's yours, Victor. Here's your orange juice, Lyric. And here's your nice little white wine. We got a nice Moscato tonight.
And
Let me know if you need anything else. I got some other tables that need help, so have a nice night, gentlemen. Lady.
Sure.
Not mean to do that.
So I only got
Trying out his boots of speed. Just wants to see how they feel.
I think the only person that actually needed
it was Victor. So he will drop attunement for his what's it?
Gildir needs attunement for his staff at Charming. Cloak of Protection doesn't.
It does not last I checked.
Looks like the boots of speed do. That's what it says.
No, Cloak of Protection requires attunement. Yeah, everything requires attunement that you got, so you can't use any of it until tomorrow. And if you're at 3 attunements already, you gotta drop one if you want to use these.
Yeah, Victor's dropping attunement on the Ruby War Mage. Sorry, Ruby
I will
is the
tell you
War
this
Mage,
though, Victor, your sword does not count as one, even though you are attuned.
Oh, I thought it was.
It's a cursed weapon. It's not going to count against you.
Ah, I will drop off that attunement node. Jeez,
That is a special weapon, so it gets special rules. It has some drawbacks I haven't told you about yet, but they're good things for it.
Don't worry, we'll get to that eventually. So today he has 2 things attuned at the moment. Anyway, he's going to take off the. He's also going to adjust the enchanted battle axe, take off the weapon bond off that, and apply it to the heavy crossbow. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. I just no inspiring speech or anything. Just wants everyone to have a good time before we head out.
Everyone give me a perception check.
– 14.
17.
Victor and Nildir?
4.
15.
Okay, so yeah, Victor, Skull, and Victor, Mountain Blood, and Lyric, you all hear someone at the table next to you. Anyone see that weird paladin guy running around town asking where that cave was to you? Yeah, I think that guy ran into me too. What did he say his name was? Cassius? One of those high and mighty paladin people.
What do you look like? I
Pass
go
the
over there
table
and ask
back?
him. Yep, I go over there and ask him.
Oh, well, you can just turn and look at them because they're literally right next to you. Oh yeah, it was pretty tall, but he had really shiny, like, good, like, new armor on the guy. Hard to miss, really, but he was asking people some, like, bloodletter cave was. Oh, I don't remember.
I hit the table with my fist. I'm like, I knew it. I saw him.
Hey, don't knock over the drinks, man.
Sorry.
So
Usually accept.
what's this about, Paladin?
Yeah, the guy sitting next to you is asking about some cave. I don't remember where it was or know of it, but hopefully maybe he ran into someone that knew where it was because he seemed to have left town.
Kind of lean over to Victor, be like, I'm pretty sure he's looking for the place that we're going to be going to.
Oh joy.
Yeah, he was talking about some cave, and then I'll say where roughly he said it was. That has something about having a bunch of monsters spilling out of it.
Ooh.
Could be the place that we're trying to go to.
Well, Ingvar did say there were some monsters looking about, especially given where we're traveling to, there was definitely some incident reports. So, Poiso sounds like fun. Worst case now, the paladin will clear us a path. If not, hey, we'll have someone to rescue, and you have to those thanks for.
And if he's not with us, he's against us. Make a nice trophy on my wall.
I highly doubt that.
I think I remember hearing some other guests talk about that cave. You have a map?
Yeah, Victor will pull out his map of the
Maybe.
surrounding regions.
As Taigeta kind of points out, yeah, I think he said it was around here. I remember talking him into buying some extra food that day, too. He was so proud of himself, so I love sweet-talking people.
Hey.
Where he pointed out is that where we're
Very similar to what Hildir said, where he found the paladin thought the cave was. So that pretty much you have the location for it now.
Victor, and I just kind of like pop just a little bit. See, I'm in the same place we are.
Well, with any luck, we'll pass each other by, but fate doesn't seem particularly kind on that note. Well, no use worrying about the future. Just have to worry about the here and now. And Victor noticed, like, glass is getting empty. I think I'm gonna turn tonight. Hopefully, I won't get any. I'll get a full night's sleep without uninterrupted.
Anyone else have anything they want to do tonight?
Oh, you know, wait till tomorrow. Bring out the boots.
Okay, so yeah. I'll say everyone gets their long rest. Everyone wakes up and meets outside the north gate of the city next morning.
Cool.
Everyone prepped for our whirlwind adventure.
So with that note, I say that would be a good place to end the stream for the night while we get ready to set off on their adventure next time.